G'day, and welcome to another video. Today, I figure, let's go for an adventure. We're gonna go right over that mountain in the distance. Alright, I'm gonna get down from here, get geared up, let's go. You would not bloody believe it, but I have some flat tyres. Bloody glad it's not hot or anything out here. Anyway, let's top these up. Should have done that at survey. Fingers crossed I didn't check my kit, but yes. We have a tyre pump. It's time for us to get on this adventure. So, very steep climb ahead, unsuitable for large vehicles. Road closed ahead, local traffic only. Well, I live 5 minutes that way, so I guess I'm local enough. Let's see what's in store for us up here. So about a year ago I made a video talking about mapping apps and what you can use on your phone. I think in that one my choice at the time was OSM Android, or OSM And, which is on iPhone and Android. If you haven't seen it, it's a great video, free app, works awesome. But the big question is, it's 2023 now, what's changed? Like, is there something better? And this year I have been testing a lot of the market. With a lot of the road gaining stuff we're doing, the need to be able to plan out rides has gotten pretty massive. In order to get that, we'll try and get that winning combination, which we haven't quite worked out yet, but we're going to get there this year. We're going to get there, first place. So, I thought, why not have a chat about it while we're on this little ride? This road's a bit rough, a bit boring at the moment. So, we'll find a spot up here and pull over, and we'll have a look at sort of what apps we've got on offer, because can't do it with these gloves on. Well, that's going to slow down my plans. Anyway, it means I get to ride back down this cool ass mountain. There is another, well, this is exactly what we're here to talk about today. There is another way that we can get there, and I'm sure we can find out. So, of my mapping apps that I'm going to have a quick chat about today, I've got OSM and this is an iPhone I'm using, but I normally run an Android, so all these apps work on both. I've got Gaia, I've got Riva, Google Maps, NewTrax, and Garmin's Explore. I've had a bit of time to test all of these, so I can give my thoughts on them and hopefully help you in the fun that is trying to find out what app to use, because like me, you're too cheap to buy a dedicated GPS, or maybe you just don't like them. Anyway, let's go down this mountain. Beautiful little bit of road, and over the other side is epic, but we're not going to get to see that today, unfortunately, unless I ride the long way around. Which is unlikely, because it's still hot as hell. Anyway, I'm going to quick squirt on the dirt, and then we can talk about some more apps and maps and such. Let's chat about apps. Now, it's going to be terrible to try and see my phone while I'm riding and, you know, paying attention to too many different things at once. So, let's keep it nice and short and sweet, under 30 seconds for each app. So, OSM and, despite the name, it works on iPhones as well. Look, it's got the best price, $3.99. It's probably the hardest app to use. I had to look up a few YouTube videos to work out how to work it. But overall, full featured, does. I haven't had issues with any GPX files or anything like that that I've had being sent from friends and things like that with loading them up. It works all day, doesn't really tend to glitch out that much, and has a heap of extra plugins you can add in to do things like track making and recording and all that sort of stuff. So still, it's not my favorite app to use, but it's still probably the best value for no money that you're going to find out there at the moment. Now the next app, which I'm fairly sure is free, I have a Garmin InReach, so I don't think I get any extra benefit because I got that, is the Garmin Explorer app. Look, honestly I struggle to use it. It just feels archaic and old and frustrating. So I can't give much of a report on that one. If you love it, good on you. Apparently it's really good for syncing with your Garmin GPS, but I just found it didn't leave me with a great feeling, and that's half the reason why you use these things, is because you got to enjoy using it. Holy bumpy Batman. Oh, let's see what's over this here rise. Ah, house. Why do they always put houses there? Now the next app on the list is going to be Gaia, which... Quiet engine. Gaia is actually, look, it's the most expensive of the apps. It's like $50 a year or $60 a year. It's always on sale, so, you know, get a deal where you can get a deal. So the big difference with Gaia is their maps they have available. So they have things like, my favorite's actually the Overland map, which identifies dirt roads versus tar roads, and it has coverage in Australia. It's only available via their premium version, but that thing is meant for when you sort of want to plan a trip and you want to make sure that you get on some of this stuff, the good stuff, without ending up on some crazy cattle track that's unridden and never been used, because, oh, a bit too fast there, because that is no fun for anyone involved. Look, I've got two apps left really to talk about. Google Maps, I'm not going to spend much time on. Everyone's got Google Maps, they've used Google Maps. Vehicle access to private property only. That's not where I'm going. Turning around, I'm going up that way apparently. Expect a review on these Dunlop D606 and the MT21 combo soon, because I've been racking some Ks up on them and I've got some serious thoughts about them. And I might as well find out if anyone else wants to hear them, compared to the Motos and the Heidenauers that I've run in the past. But excluding Google Maps, the last app to talk about is Riva. Now, Riva itself is... Riva is a paid app. It's... I mean, the premium is $1.50-ish a month. It's pretty good. I should mention... at the moment, I can't use any of the GPX files that I either download offline or create in Gaia in Riva. It just can't handle a large number of waypoints. But if you are just looking for an app where you can make a track, the Off-Road Planner is awesome, especially on phone. It's the first phone app where I've enjoyed and haven't wanted to jump over to the computer. And the biggest, most important feature that Riva does have to offer... Any water in the creek here today? Nothing. Yes, the biggest, most important feature is the social aspect that Riva offers, which is sort of why it's my go-to app at the moment. So the social aspect of Riva means that what you can do is you can share it with friends, you can publish your tracks, you can look at where your friends have been, you can see your friends on the map, so you can go meet up somewhere and go riding and start in the middle of nowhere, which we all know how fun that can be to do. But yeah, so my app of choice to give a go for 2023 is going to be Riva. If you've got a better app or another suggestion, drop it in the comments below. Please, dropping even just a hello down there. It helps a lot, helps other people see the videos. And this year I'd kind of like to hit more than 1,000 subs, which I've been battling with for a couple of years now. But, all that aside, look, I hope everyone had a cracking new year. Like I said, if you want something free, go get OSM Android and watch a few videos about how to use it. If you want to do some really long distance planning and you want some really good quality maps, Guy is the go-to. And if you just want to be able to organise a ride with friends that you planned out and share it at the end of the day with them, go hit up Riva. They're my recommendations for right now at the start of the year. We'll see how we go by the end. Anyway, that's been a video. I've talked way too much. We didn't get to find... Oh, car. We didn't get to find what we were looking for. I didn't get the other side of that mountain. Instead, I'm actually next to a tip, believe it or not. But this is why I love where I live. There is just dirt roads everywhere and places to explore. So actually next weekend Ryan's coming out with this CB500. We are, for Christmas, he got a bunch of suspension stuff, so we're going to be rebuilding the forks and shock on that, and then we're going to take it out here and give it a good proper test. We might do a little bit more of the enduro stuff over the other side of town before hitting some of these dirt roads and just getting a feel for it. But that's the end of the dirt for me. I'm going to get home. Everyone's going to be wondering where I am. Hope you have a cracking one, and I'll see you in the next one. Latest. Or latest.